Do you want to make personalized pictures with your UV printer? It's actually a lot easier than you think it is. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn a blank piece of acrylic into a beautiful picture that you can sell for a pretty good amount of money. My name is Patrick and this is Created Workshop. In the month of August, I am going to be posting a new video every single day of the month. A lot of them are going to be UV printing projects, considering I just got a couple UV printers in my shop. Today, that focus is going to be on these acrylic pictures. I just did one for a client and that sold for $50. It only took a couple cents worth of ink and about $1 worth of acrylic. Super simple project, easy to do, and I love the way that it comes out. Plus, I'm going to show you how you can turn this flat piece of acrylic into a picture using a 3D printer. I'd used a 3D printer to make this little kickstand that's fully articulating. You can attach it right to the back of the picture, and now it fully stands on its own. With all that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and let's dive into making this project. Okay, so we're going to start out by putting this just like that. That's just a square from my workshop, and pressing up against this. And I'll use, just I'll just use my hands in kind of the corners. Make sure it's all pressed down. We're still square. And then I will just take and wipe it off with my shirt. I know there's adhesion promoters and all this other stuff, but I've printed on quite a lot of acrylic since getting my Omni, and I've had no issues with anything adhering to the acrylic. It's working fantastically. And really, I'm just using this square because it makes it easier for me to ensure that this is square to the bed for alignment in the software. And so now back in the software, we'll hit the scan button, and I will drag in the graphic that we're going to be using. And so this is my brother and his new wife. And we're going to go ahead and draw the shape of what we're using as well. So I cut this piece of acrylic out, so I know that it is 6 inches wide, but we're going to be 9 inches wide by 6 inches tall. I'm going to have to rotate this picture, and then I did a 1-inch radius. Now, why am I doing that? Because I can take and overlay this here, select both of them, and then choose mask. And so what that does is it now makes this the same shape as what I just drew. That'll make it easier to lay it over it and get as little overspray as possible. Now I will make this overall size a little bit bigger. I'm going to go 9.04. That's actually about 1 millimeter bigger, and 0.5 mil in both directions. So it makes it to where I'll have a tiny bit of overspray, but I'll have plenty of coverage on this project. While we're waiting for the scan to finish, we're also going to change this from white plus color to color plus white. Now, let me save you some heartache here as well. Earlier today, when I was printing another project like this, I did not realize that when you are in white plus color, this left box is UV white and this right box is color. That's what I'm used to. But when you change it to color plus white, it now changes, and this is color and this is white. I understand why xTool Studio is doing this. Other software that I've used in the past for UV printers does not do this. And so that really threw me off. I actually ruined a piece of acrylic. I had to recut it because of this. So I had to redo the entire project. So we're going to leave that at 1 color, but we're going to do 3 white. 1 color and 3 white to keep it as a flat. And then we can just line this up. And this looks great to me. We're hitting all the edges there, and that picture is going to look great. You can double click on it as well. That's how you can edit the mask. So I will drag that up a little bit like that, shrink a little bit just to get that crop to be good. And there we go on that graphic. Now you do need to reverse this image. And so I'm going to come up here. There is a image mirror printing here, and you can see when I hit process, it's going to flip this image the long ways. Once it gives the preview, so it's going to flip it that way. I don't want that. I want to just grab the image here, hit reflect, and reflect vertically. And so now this will flip it essentially the same way as if it was up like this and I flipped it to reverse it. You just want to make sure that it is mirrored so that way you're printing it the opposite way so it shows up correctly on the front, because it's going to print the color first and then the white. Okay, and now we have all of the settings done. This has been mirrored. Everything looks good. We have our precision at high quality, 100% feather, and a 0.05 ink choke, white ink choke. We are not going to be doing this mirroring. So, I turned that on a minute ago to show you what it does, but I don't want to do that. I already mirrored the image. And now it is time to go to print. So this is now going to show us approximately how long it's going to take and the ink cost. So it'll take 15 minutes and 27 seconds and take, let's see, it'll take 34 cents of ink. So that's not too bad at all, but now let's go ahead and hit print and I'll be back with you guys as soon as it's done. There you have it. This was a pretty easy project to do. Now let's talk marketing. This piece of acrylic I cut on my own laser. Now you can buy blanks out there, but this is best if you have a laser. And it cost me about $1.37 in acrylic. I buy my acrylic from Melody over at Custom Made Better, and you can get a 12-inch by 18-inch sheet of acrylic for $5.49. It's really cheap for the 1/4 inch. If you want to make it extra premium, you could make it, for the 1/8 inch. If you want to make it extra premium, you can go for that 1/4 inch. And I do plan to do projects with 1/4 inch, but 1/8 inch still looks fantastic. It's cheap for you, and it looks great. Now, it took, around 40 cents worth of ink, and so that puts us all in at about $2 in materials. Print time, about 20 minutes. You can do about 3 of these an hour. Now, these are small enough that you could fit 4 of them or 3 of them on the print bed. The print bed of the O1 Omni is 13 inches wide by 16.5 inches deep, and these are 9 inches by 6 inches, so you can fit 2 of them on the bed if you fit them long ways and tall. If you go up and down, you're going to get about 3 of them on the bed, because you could have the 9 and then you could have another one across the top. But you can still fit about 3 on the bed, and that would take you about an hour to print. Now, profit-wise, the one that I recently sold, I sold for $50. Now, I haven't done a ton of Etsy research on these yet, but in my local market, that's what this went for. And in the Etsy research that I did do, that was about what the other ones were going for as well, especially fully custom. This is something that you're not going to just walk into a Walgreens and get printed out. Then you add something like this little kickstand on the back, and it turns into something completely different. I'm going to use super glue to attach this, but you could use double-sided adhesive, you could use dual tight. There's a number of different things that you could use to attach this to the back, or you could include this with a piece of dual tight laser cut to fit, and then allow the customer to attach it if they want. Some people might just want to lean it up against something. They might want to attach it with magnets to a fridge. There's any number of things that you could do with these. But these custom printed acrylic pictures are a fantastic project to do. They look super premium, they're simple to accomplish, and they're a high profit margin item. So if you haven't done these yet, definitely give them a try. That's going to do it for this video. I want to give a big shout out to my YouTube members. You guys help keep this channel going forward. Huge shout out to you. Couldn't do this without you. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, there's a button right down below where you can do just that. It's completely free to subscribe, and it helps me grow this channel even further. There's also a like button right next to that subscribe button, and it would mean the world to me if you would hit that like button. The more likes this video gets, the more YouTube will push this out to new users and new viewers, and that also helps grow the channel. I'm going to be at Next Level Maker Conference at the end of this month, and I hope you are too. If you are, definitely come up and see me. I'll be teaching the breakout sessions on xTool Studio. Not specifically for the Omni, I'll be covering all xTool products with it, but I'll be teaching the 2 breakout sessions on xTool Studio, so definitely come by, see me in the vendor room, or see me in my breakout session. I'm also going to be hanging out with Katie at the Monarch Pine booth doing some engraving on site in the vendor room. I don't exactly know the exact time that I'm going to be there, but be sure to comment if you're watching this a couple days from now as we hammer out the final details so you know when to come by and see me and watch me engrave some products. And with all that said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.